Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources and music done by Carrera and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar in the description below. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and you are you. Today is Thursday, aka Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. Let's jump into the history today, shall we? Starting us off in the year 986, Louis V became King of the Franks. Alright. So I wonder who was Lord of the Bratwurst at the time. You know, hot dog jokes. 1498, Vasco da Gama's fleet visited Mozambique Island. Alright. And Charles I dissolved Parliament in 1629. English King Charles I dissolved Parliament against opposition, imprisoning 9 members of Parliament. Ooh, that is not good. He was later executed, I believe, right? Decapitation, yeah. So that's right. They off with his head. We got some Dutch history in 1675. Prince William III was installed as governor of Overijssel, or Overijssel. Overijssel? I don't have a clue how to pronounce that. Military history on this date in 1778, Nathaniel Greene was appointed Quartermaster General of the Continental Army under George Washington. Alright. And 1796, Napoleon Bonaparte was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the French Army in Italy. Yep, that was before they, that was after, they dissolved, way after they dissolved as Rome. But yeah, as I've said before in the show, Italy has gone through several stages of dissolving and then reforming. At least 2, maybe 3 times, maybe more, to my knowledge. We got some British history. 1807, William Cavendish Bentinck, Duke of Portland, became British Prime Minister for the second time after the fall of William Grenville's Whig government. Alright, so it sounds like they went bald there. The Texas Revolution occurred on this date in 1836. Republic of Texas declared independence from Mexico and Colombia. Yep, and when was Texas annexed? Because we spoke about yesterday, I believe, was the anniversary of the U.S. annexing the Republic of Texas. But I'm not sure if it's the same year. I don't remember. So, but anyone watching, go check out yesterday's video and educate us. Tell us in the comment section. Moving on up to 1867, Jesse James's gang robbed a bank in Savannah, Missouri, with 1 death. So it just says 1 killed here. I don't know which side it was. But yeah. 1872, Louis Riel went into voluntary exile in St. Paul, Minnesota. And he was a politician and revolutionary for Canada. It looks like he is a Canuck. So he went exiled down here. That's interesting. We got an election of interest, 1877. U.S. Electoral Commission declared Rutherford B. Hayes of the Republicans winner of the presidential election with an electoral vote of 185 to 184 against Samuel J. Tilden of the Democrats. That is really close. We got an assassination attempt in 1882. Queen Victoria narrowly escaped assassination when Roderick Macklin shot at her while boarding a train in Windsor. Yeesh. Look at that adorable little tiny little bitty crowd. That's adorable. This picture really is giving off some Alice vibes with her little, Mardi Gras top hat thing. Got some cricket history. Golden Loon's favorite sport of all time. 1896, best 9-wicket haul in cricket history. George Lohmann took 9-28 as England defeated South Africa by an innings and 197 runs in second test at Johannesburg. Look at that guy's mustache. Handlebar. And another historic event in 1903, Martha Washington Hotel, catering to women only, opened in New York City. Alright, that's a little bit sexist right there, but okay. 1907, General Louis Botha was named Premier of Transvaal. Alright, he was the first Prime Minister of South Africa. So, got some National Hockey League stuff going on here. 1918, Joe Malone went scoreless in Montreal Canadiens' 5-3 season-ending loss to Toronto Arenas, finishes the first NHL season with 44 goals, a record that stood until 1944-45. So, one of those years. Looks like the source here needs to do a little bit of research. Got some more NHL stuff here. 1929, George Hainsworth became the first NHL goaltender to record 50 shutouts in one season when the Montreal Canadiens defeated the visiting Boston Bruins 3-0. End season with 22. All right. Ooh. King Kong, 1933, film directed by Marianne C. Kruper and Ernest B. Schoedsack, starring Fay Wray, premiered at Radio City Music Hall and RKO Roxy in New York City. Yep. Good old King Kong. That's interesting. Hey, more cricket. 1936, Australian cricket's batting Massaro Don Bradman scored 369 in 253 minutes, 46 fours and 4 sixes in South Australia's innings and 349-run win over Tasmania. Crikey. 1939, Ignacio Pacelli was chosen as Pope Pius XII. All right. So this is when he started. On this date in 1939. Cool. Got some Academy Awards. The 14th Academy Awards, to be specific, held in 1942. How Green Was My Valley? Gary Cooper and Joan Fontaine won. All right. This could be taken very, in a certain context that I'm not even going to hint at more than how I already have. 1944, 16th Academy Awards. Casablanca, yes. Jennifer Jones and Paul Lukes won. Casablanca, I've heard, so I gotta watch that. 1946, Ho Chi Minh was elected president of North Vietnam. Yep. And music single, 1956, Loudy Miss Cloudy, single cover released by Elvis Presley. All right. Got some sports history. On this date in 1962, Philadelphia center Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points, most ever by an NBA player in a single game, in Warriors' 169-147 win over the New York Knicks in Hershey, 36 of 63 from field, 28 of 32 from free throw line. Dang. 1962 as well, President John F. Kennedy announced the U.S. will resume above-ground nuclear testing. Yep, and there's a video out there. Go check it out after you're watching this, of course. But of every nuclear explosion from 1945, or maybe 44, but I think 45 until 1990, when treaty was actually observed between the U.S. and the Soviet Union right before its death and all that stuff. But of course, North Korea started testing in the early 2000s. So that's of course not on there, but it's insane the amount of nukes that went on. It is truly it's beyond a miracle that we're all still alive today, with the sheer amount of radioactive crap that we put in our atmosphere. Anyway, 2 years later, 1964, Beatles began filming A Hard Day's Night. George Harrison met future wife Pattie Boyd. All right. Got a film premiere here in 1965, one of the most popular musical films of all time, The Sound of Music, starring Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer, premiered, later to receive the Academy Awards Best Picture in 1966. Yep, that's another movie I've heard about, but have not seen. We got two sports history here, back-to-back, both in 1966. Chicago Blackhawks right-wing Bobby Hull became the NHL's first two-time 50-goal scorer when he struck in a 5-4 win against the Detroit Red Wings at the Chicago Stadium. And while that was going on, 1966 as well, Jean Believue scored his 380th career NHL goal when Montreal tied with Toronto 3-3, moved him ahead of Ted Lindsay into the number 3 spot of all time, behind Gordie Howe and Maurice Richard. Woo! That is up there. 1967, the 9th Grammy Award, Strangers in the Night by Frank Sinatra won Best Record. Michelle by the Beatles, Best Song. Strangers in the Night. 1968, 19-year-old U.S. Peggy Fleming won her 3rd consecutive World Ladies Figure Skating Championship in Geneva, Switzerland, announced her retirement, turned professional, and eventually went into broadcasting. Well, that's interesting. So she announced her retirement at the age of 19. Dude, you just started. Come on. You're throwing away an illustrious career to do what? Sit in a chair and talk about other people doing their dreams? Okay. 1969, Boston center Phil Esposito became first player in National Hockey League history to record 100 points in a season when he scored 2 third-period goals in the Bruins' 4-0 win over the visiting Pittsburgh Penguins. All right. Got some more music history. In 1969 as well, Dmitri Shostakovich completed his 14th symphony. Yep, the song Man of the People. Soviet Union right there. Got an album released in 1970. Reprise Records released Ladies of the Canyon, Canadian singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell's third studio album. 1972, got some sports history. U.S. jockey Bill Schumacher won his record 555th stakes race aboard Royal Owl in the San Jacinto Stakes at Santa Anita. Eddie Arcario 554. Okay. Oh, this guy here. 1972, Jean Bedel Bokassa appointed himself president for life of Central African Republic. And I believe this is the same, because there was one guy who used, I think it was like 1/3 of the entire nation's GDP for his coronation ceremony. And I think this is it, because this is the most ornate, lavish, like, you know, freaking royalty picture it's ridiculous. The amount of gold there is insane. Anyway, we got the 16th Grammy Awards in 1974. Roberta Flack, Best Record, Killing Me Softly. Stevie Wonder, Best Album, Inner Visions. Well, he can't have any outer visions, so I'm going to hell. We got another historic event, 1974. Grand jury concluded U.S. President Richard Nixon was involved in Watergate cover-up. I am not a crook. Got some film and TV history. 1977, Bette Davis was the first female to receive U.S. Film Institute's Life Achievement Award. All right. 1977 as well, future The Tonight Show host Jay Leno debuted with host Johnny Carson. All right. Good old Crimson Chin himself. Got a scientific discovery on this date in 1981. It was the discovery of minor planet 5020 Asimov, named after science fiction writer Isaac Asimov. Well, that's cool. Being a sci-fi writer and then later having a planet named after you, that's really cool. Got some sports history here. 1986, Edmonton's Finnish right-wing Jerry Curry scored 2 goals, including the overtime winner, to lead Oilers to a 2-1 win over Philadelphia. Curry 100 points for the 4th straight NHL season. Some more sports history in 1986 as well. The first $1 million purse for handicap race was won by British-bred 5-year-old Greenton, with Lafayette Pinkey Jr. aboard, taking out the $1,359,500 Santa Anita handicap. I have no idea what that is, but it's horse racing, so at least I understand that more than cricket, so there's that. 1988, 30th Grammy Awards, Record of the Year, Paul Simon, Graceland, Album of the Year, U2, The Joshua Tree, and Jodie Wheatley, Best New Artist. Alright. Got some more music history. 1989, Madonna's Like a Prayer premiered on Worldwide Pepsi commercial. Ay, ay, ay. So is that the song I'm thinking of? Like a Prayer, da 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 da. Like that one? Anyway, while that was going on in 1989, New York Mets stars Keith Hernandez and Darryl Strawberry famously nearly came to blows in front of reporters and TV crews at spring training. Ooh, that's not good. Baseball almost turned into boxing. Got some more sports history. 1991, St. Louis right-wing Brett Hull became a 70-goal scorer for the 2nd straight season and has 3 assists to help the Blues earn a 4-4 tie in Philadelphia. Finished season with NHL career best 86 goals. Okay. Film and TV history. 1993, actress Claudette it's not Colbert, it's Colbert, suffered a stroke at the age of 89. Because we all know that Stephen Colbert changed his name to Colbert, to cater more to the frickin' French. So, 1993, Mario Lemieux underwent his 22nd and final radiation treatment for Hodgkin's lymphoma, then joined the Pittsburgh Penguins in Philadelphia and has a goal and assist in a 5-4 loss to the Flyers. Oh, man. Well, at least you got back on the ice, man. Like, that is, you fought cancer and you won and you got back into professional sports. That is, that's awesome. While that miracle was happening in 1993 as well, Rock for the Rainforest benefit concert held at Carnegie Hall in New York City. Performers included Sting, James Taylor, Bryan Adams, Tom Jones, Jordan Michael, and Herb Alpert. Alright. James Taylor, wow, dude, okay. Kind of looks like Ted from Scrubs. Got some more music history. 1994, Miami began a Latin Walk of Fame. First star for Gloria Estefan. Okay, so it's kind of like the Hollywood stars, like the Latin Walk of Fame in Miami, Florida. Cool. Got a Cricket World Cup 1996. Despite Sachin Tendulkar's masterful 137 and India's 3 for 272, Sri Lanka won Cricket World Cup match in Delhi by 6 wickets. Seneth Jayasuriya at the age of 79, or not age, but score 79, I guess, and Hashan Tilakaratne 70 no. Okay. Some more sports history here. 2000. In the year 2000, U.S. Cup Auckland, Team New Zealand defeated Italian yacht Prada, challenged by 0.48 seconds for a 5-0 series sweep. New Zealand was the only second country. New Zealand only the second country in 150 years to successfully defend the cup. All right. Well, that's impressive then. While that was happening in the year 2000 as well, former Chilean dictator General Augusto Pinochet headed home after being told the UK would not extradite him on torture charges. Okay. Alright. Got some more sports history. 2004, Indianapolis Colts signed quarterback Peyton Manning to a 7-year, $98 million deal. And has my music not been playing? It has been. Okay, good. $78 million, 7-year, $98 million deal with a $34.5 million signing bonus, largest package to date in the NFL. Holy cow! But it's Peyton Manning, so as you can see, he stored every play he's ever been involved in that forehead of his. Seriously, his head is like, it looks like his head legit is like inflating like a balloon. We got the Academy Awards, the 86th Academy Awards, 2014. 12 Years a Slave, Matthew McConaughey, alright. And Kate Blanchett won. Alright. 2014, President Vladimir Putin received unanimous approval from Russia's parliament to send troops to Ukraine, which he waited until 2022. Yeah, that's right. Last year. So it was on standby for 8 years. We got another historic event, 2016. U.S. astronauts Scott Kelly and Russian cosmonauts Mikhail Kornienko returned to Earth after nearly a year, 340 days, setting an ISS record, International Space Station. Scott Kelly. I've seen that picture before. I've seen him in shows and YouTube videos and such. Interesting. 1 year later, 2017, U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions recused himself from the investigation into Trump campaign contacts with Russia after revelations he met Russian ambassador. So what does recuse mean? This is a word I'm not familiar with, unfortunately. The challenge. Okay. So he challenged. I don't understand. If anybody understands the context of this, please educate me in the comments section, because I'm just really dumb. Sports history, 2019. 37-year-old Swiss 20-time Grand Slam tennis champion Roger Federer defeated Greece's Stefanos Tsitsipas 6-4, 6-4 to win his 100th ATP Tour title at the Dubai Championships. 100. 2020, just 3 years ago, U.S. rap group Public Enemy part ways with Flavor Flav after 35 years over playing for free at Bernie Sanders' rally. Wow. 2020 as well, U.S. singer-songwriter Garth Brooks received Library of Congress Gershwin Prize at the Dar Constitution Hall in Washington, D.C. I'm still trying to contemplate, this event here, so they part ways with him after. Okay, so they got rid of him because he played for free at Bernie Sanders. That's a ridiculous reason, but okay. 2020, Amy Klobuchar dropped out of U.S. Democratic presidential race and endorsed Joe Biden. That was a very big mistake. 2020 as well, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said Turkey can no longer enforce 2016 deal with EU to stop migrants entering Europe, warns millions may try. And millions have gone. 2021, Dolly Parton received the, she gave $1 million to help develop, frickin' idiot. How well is that going for you, Parton? Dumb. 2021, 6 books by Dr. Seuss will cease publication because of more woke crap. Reliving all of these events again through history. This was just 2 years ago. Like, oh man, I have a lot of Dr. Seuss books, and I'm going to take those with me to the grave. You know? They're going to have to dig me up 1,000 years from now and be like, oh hey, the banned publications. You know? Because people are really stupid during these times. Anyway, audience, before we move on to the Burst and Deaths, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything you wished we had elaborated more about? Anything you would have liked to say had you been here? Start a dialogue down in the comments section. Moving on into Burst, going into 480, Benedict of Nursia, Christian saint and founder of Western Christian monasticism, born in Norcia, Umbria, Aldesser's kingdom, and died in 547. We have Sam Houston, 1793. American-born first president of the Republic of Texas from 1836 through 38, and then 41 through 44, who helped bring Texas into the United States as a constituent state, born in Rockbridge County, Virginia. So there's, of course, Austin, and then there's Houston, and then somewhere Dallas. I don't know where he came from, but Austin created the Republic of Texas. Houston, helped along the way. We also have Leo the 13th, 1810, was the 256th Pope from 1878 through 1903, born in Carpeneto, Papal States. All right. We also have Pius the 12th, 1876, the 260th Roman Catholic Pope from 1939 through 58, born in Rome, Kingdom of Italy. Okay. And I just had my own glitch. That was weird. Dr. Seuss. Oh, really? You're going to ban his books on his birthday? You monsters. Born on this date in 1904, a U.S. children's author, The Cat in the Hat, Green Eggs and Ham, The Lorax, I Can Moo, Can You Too? Or Mr. Brown Can Moo, Can You Moo Too? Or something like that. Redfish, Bluefish, Whitefish, Brownfish? I don't know. I don't remember all of the... But he did a lot of work. And they're all really good. And, what the woke mob is trying to do to him is just absolutely horrendous. But happy birthday, Dr. Seuss. At least, I still have you in my heart, good sir. We got Mel Otts, 1909, U.S. Baseball Hall of Fame right fielder and manager, 12-time MLB All-Star, World Series 1933, 6-time National League home run leader for the New York Giants, born in Greta, Louisiana, died in 1958. We have Desi Arnaz, 1917, Cuban U.S. singer, Babalu, band leader, actor, I Love Lucy, Ricky Ricardo. Oh, hey, it's Ricky. And a television producer, The Untouchables, born in Santiago de Cuba, died in 1986. Aw. Ricky Ricardo. Jennifer Jones, 1919, a U.S. actress, Farewell to Arms, born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right. We also have Mikhail Gorbachev, 1931, General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union from 1985 through 91, born in Stavropol, Russia, died in 2022. Oh, wow. So he died just last year. Come on. What? August. Huh. I don't remember that. Wow. Then we got Abdelaziz Bouteflika, 1937, Algerian politician, president of Algeria from 1999 through 2019, and born in Oujda, Morocco, died in 2021. All right. Who else do we have born on this date? John Bon Jovi. No way. 61 today. Happy birthday. Born on this date in 1962. He is a U.S. rock singer-songwriter. Bon Jovi, you give love to a bad name. And then Who Says You Can't Go Home? Born in Sayreville, New Jersey. All right. We also have Ron Gant, 58 today. Born on this date in 1965, a U.S. baseball outfielder, MLB All-Star 1992 and 95, the Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds, as well as a broadcaster for Waga TV, co-host Good Day Atlanta, born in Victoria, Texas. All right. Daniel Craig, hey, 1968, English actor of the James Bond films, the recent ones, born in Chester, England. All right, he's 55 today. Happy birthday. Chris Martin, 1977, British rock singer, songwriter, and piano player. Coldplay, Viva La Vida, that's a good song. Born in Exeter, Devon, England, 46. Rebel Wilson, 43 today. 1980, Australian actress and producer, Pitch Perfect and Bridesmaids, born in Sydney, Australia. Oh, I know who she was in Pitch Perfect. Okay. Ben Roethlisberger. I know this name because of Epic Mealtime. Born on this date in 1982, he's 41 today. Happy birthday. You know, I hope you have a Roethlisberger hamburger, you know, the big thing that they made in Epic Mealtime. He's a U.S. football quarterback, Super Bowl 2005 and 2008, Pro Bowl 2007, 11, 14, through 17. Wow. NFL passing yards leader of 2014 and 18 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, born in Lima, Ohio. Damn. Impressive, dude. You hit it out of the park with all that, dude. Anyway, let's move on up to the deaths here today. And starting us off at 640, we have Bilal ibn Rabah, Arabic companion of Prophet Muhammad, first muezzin in history, was born in 580. All right. We also have John Wesley, 1791, English Christian theologian and co-founder of the Methodist movement, died at the age of 87. Huh. That's an interesting hairdo there. We also have TDH Lawrence, 1930, English poet and writer, Lady Chatterley's lover, died of tuberculosis at the age of 44. That's unfortunate there. James L. Wash, 1933, U.S. Senator of Montana, died of a heart attack at the age of 73. Why does he look so mad? Howard Carter, 1939, British archaeologist and Egyptologist who found King Tutankhamun's tomb, died at the age of 65. Oh, wow. Good old Howard Carter, wearing a top hat, no less. A man with stylish taste. We also have let's just go with Johnny Brown, a U.S. stage 2022, Johnny Brown, U.S. stage and screen comedic actor, Good Times bookman, Laughin', and singer, died of a heart failure at the age of 84. All right, rest in peace to the bursts. Well, rest in peace to the deaths. Happy birthday to the burst. My brain is just not working. Anyway, that concludes the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links that you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. Please go check out our other sources. For your dose of Passive Events Daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time. Well, usually today I took a little bit of an hour because I woke up a little bit late, but yeah, usually 10 in the morning Pacific time, which is 11 Mountain, 12 Central, and of course 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which means, like all the other sources, it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours after streaming time for it to be completed to be uploaded. Anyway, until you catch us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!